This guy is called Tobenna. He is with his wife, whose name is Tenny. Today he has come back to his family home, where there is a meeting about inheritance. Tobenna's father passed away a few days ago, and Tobenna had not been coming home for many years. We will learn later why that was. But today's meeting requires him to be present, so his wife encouraged him, telling him to go with confidence and that everything would be fine. They kissed and all that. They got out of the car and went inside, where they met their father's lawyer seated at the table. Tobenna greeted him, and the lawyer expressed his condolence for the loss. Tobenna said they were coping, pulled out a chair and sat down. Soon, a woman came in carrying juice for the lawyer. Tobe and his wife stood up to greet her, but the woman responded harshly, asking, "Who is your mother? Who is your mother? Do I look like your mother? Look at your nose, look at mine. Yours is swollen like it wants to take all the oxygen, but look at mine, it is flat." This woman is the mother of Tobe's younger brother. After insulting them all, they sat for a short while. Then Tobe's younger brother entered. His name is Jidenna. The mother stood up happily to welcome her son while throwing jabs at Tobe, saying he has no mother. In reality, Jidenna and Tobenna share the same father, but each has a different mother. Their father had already passed away. Despite the lack of harmony between Tobe, Jidenna and Jidenna's mother, Jidenna really likes Tenny, his sister-in-law, and they get along very well. He even introduced the woman he came with, saying, "This is Cassandra, though sometimes her name is Cleopatra." Tenny asked about the two names, and Jidenna said it depends on her mood. If she is in a good mood, she is Cassandra. If her mood is low, she is Cleopatra. Jidenna said she is the one who supported him during the time he was depressed after the loss of his father. Tenny wanted to know if she was his wife, but Jidenna interrupted and allowed Cassandra to sit aside so they could continue with the meeting first. Jidenna then continued throwing sarcastic remarks at his brother Tobe. Tobe decided not to remain silent. He said, "Cleopatra, I don't even know what to call you because I don't know what mood you are in, whether you are angry or happy, but I believe you know very well that this yellow guy here is very selfish and will never give you money." They exchanged words. In the end, Jidenna's mother told the lawyer that since the true son of Chief Donatus Okoro was present, he could proceed. The lawyer began speaking and said, "Tobe and Jidenna, my condolences for your loss." Jidenna replied, "My condolences to you too," then commented that the lawyer's hair used to be black, but now it was white, and that he had grown very thin. The mother supported those remarks. The lawyer was heavily mocked. Eventually, he was allowed to continue. The lawyer said that a few months before the chief passed away, he called him to go through his personal wishes and testimony. He said he would read them the chief's final will and certificate. In the division of personal property, I, Donatus Okoro, leave all my property, including my artworks, to my beloved wife Elizabeth Okoro to be entirely hers. The older woman began singing. The lawyer continued and said that everything related to his businesses, Okoro Enterprises, he left in the hands of he paused to take a breath, Jidenna Okoro. Jidenna's mother was very happy. Shockingly, the entire business was also left to Tobenna Okoro, and even Tobe himself was surprised that the old man remembered him. The lawyer repeated that statement. Jidenna's mother did not want to accept it easily. The lawyer said there was no mistake and confirmed this with a letter the chief asked him to read. The letter said, "If you are reading this, it means I have passed away. It also means you already know that I decided to leave Okoro Enterprises in the hands of my two children, Tobenna and Jidenna Okoro. Please do not question my decisions. I feel I must inform TOBENNA and JIDENNA that the company may go bankrupt soon. I took several loans in the past years that I failed to repay. Therefore, you have a difficult task ahead of you. The people had expected to find a lot of wealth in the company, but instead, they were starting from scratch. The lawyer said the chief stated that TOBENNA and JIDENNA must work together to clear the company's debt or hand it over to their uncle Festus. Both brothers were unwilling to give the company to their uncle and also unwilling to work together. They started insulting each other, arguing about education and many other things. It seemed unlikely they could run the company together. Later that night, Tobe told his wife that he could never work with his younger brother, saying he would rather cut off his own testicles. Meanwhile, JIDENNA was saying the same thing to his mother, that he could never work with Tobe. Tenny advised Tobe to just do the work because he had experience and knew the company well, and to act like they were cooperating while remaining on top. JIDENNA's mother said it was impossible to leave a company he had been learning for years, only to come and take it from his father. Tenny also told her husband that he was the CEO and leader. Both Tobe and JIDENNA were given similar advice: pretend to work together, then later overthrow each other. At Okoro Enterprises, Tobe entered confidently, as he used to come often when his father was alive. A worker congratulated him on his promotion. Tobe went straight to the office and met the secretary, Esther, who looked like she was about to cry because she had not been paid her salary for 3 months. Tobe asked her why she was demanding payment from him and not his father. He entered the office happily, admired it, removed pictures of JIDENNA's mother from the desk and replaced it with a picture of his wife, Tenny. Shortly after JIDENNA entered, they began arguing over the office. Tobe told him to find another space since the building was big. JIDENNA saw Tenny's picture and said Tobe was lucky because he loved Tenny, otherwise he would have broken it. They exchanged words and JIDENNA left. The next day, Tobe went to the store and asked why there was no alternator in the parking store. Ken told him that bank officials had come and taken some spare parts and said they would come for the vehicles if the loan was not paid. Tobe was confused. Ken said he informed Esther about it. Tobe confronted Esther, and Esther said she told someone who happens to be JIDENNA. Outside, JIDENNA was busy directing Ken on how to record videos for online content. Tobe confronted JIDENNA about knowing the debts and not saying anything. JIDENNA said to Tobe, "You come to work just to shout." He said Esther had told him, but Esther told him on April Fool's Day. They argued and Tobe left. Tobe later called the bank. The bank said they wanted the money and gave them 3 months to finish paying the debt. The amount owed was about 38 million naira. When Tobe returned to the office, his key no longer opened the door. JIDENNA's mother appeared and mocked him, saying it was her late husband's office and now belonged to her rightful son. They insulted Tobe. He later told JIDENNA about the 38 million naira debt. JIDENNA said it was a small issue, that he had a plan. TikTok. He explained TikTok as a social media platform like Instagram and Facebook, where videos get millions of views, which could later turn into customers. Tobe insulted him. JIDENNA then ordered Esther to take Tobe to the office prepared for him. Tobe found that his office was in the storeroom. Ken brought a very broken chair. Tobe almost attacked him with it. Later, a client named Mr. Chike came with a car problem, told him the engine was dead and needed replacement. The price was $5,000. Chike agreed and asked how long it would take. Tobe said 2 or 3 weeks. Chike asked about the old man that used to work there, the chief, and Tobe explained it was his father and that he had passed away. Chike hinted that bank issues may have contributed. He said he once offered the chief a loan, but the chief refused. Chike gave his business card and left. Ken later told Toby that Chike was a very rich man. That night, Toby told his wife about the 3 months given by the bank and about Chike. His wife encouraged him to ask Chike for help to pay the debt and the workers' salaries. Toby agreed. The next day, they met Chike at a club. Chike said he just wanted to invest his money. He offered 40 million naira with no interest and no fixed repayment date. Toby was suspicious and just accepted. Jidenna appeared and Toby introduced Chike only as a client. Hiding the loan, Chike left. The next day, money entered the account. Toby ordered the account to pay all employees immediately and apologized for delaying their salaries. Jidenna questions where the money came from. Toby said a friend gave him a loan. Jidenna was shocked. Toby left. His wife praised him. Jidenna wondered how Toby managed to pay salaries and debt. His mother criticized Jidenna instead of supporting him. Employees were happy and smiling. Jidenna took them out to make TikTok content. Toby appeared and ordered them back to work. Jidenna objected. They argued again. Jidenna revealed he had taken 800,000 naira from the company's account for advertising. As they argued, a man appeared. It was Ifeanyi, the son of their uncle, Festus. He said his father had passed away too and mentioned inheritance issues. He revealed an agreement stating that whoever died first between their fathers would leave everything to the survivor. According to him, Toby and Jidenna's father died first. So Koro Enterprises now belong to Ifeanyi. That night, Toby and Jidenna got drunk and agreed they must reclaim their father's company together. The next day, Ifeanyi appeared as the new boss. Later, Jidenna's mother investigated and found the real death certificate showing Uncle Festus died before Toby and Jidenna's father. Ifeanyi had forged documents. She threatened him to keep quiet and instead promote Jidenna because she did not want Jidenna to work with Toby. Jidenna later discovered the truth and confronted his mother, who confessed her past resentment towards Toby's mother. Jidenna defended Toby, saying Toby was innocent and he is his blood brother, that he doesn't know what transpired between the parents, that Toby should not be dragged into it. The mother apologized. Jidenna and they reconciled, drank together and forgave each other. The next day, the office was vandalized with a message demanding repayment. Toby realized it was Chike, a drug dealer. Chike is a drug dealer. The mother suggested selling the original artworks she inherited. They sold 3 artworks for 45 million naira and paid Chike. The family reunited, sharing meals together. After everything settled, the family had dinner together. This marked the end of the series, Brotherly Love. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned and stay glued for our next episode.